John Sanders with Limitless Hoops. Thanks for tuning in. All right, hey, we had great games this weekend. Awesome job to everybody that attended. It was a little rough in some parts, but we got over the hump. I did notice, man, like we're trying to get all away from me yelling really loudly. All right, that's the goal. All right, and so I won't have to just scream really loudly. Why? Why? Because it's bad for business. Okay, but two, when I scream really loud and I'm like yelling exactly what to do, I believe that is too much help. All right, you won't be able to hear me in like college because I won't be there. But even if I were there, you can hear me over all the fans, right? All right. So someone telling you what to do every single second of the day is just a crutch, and you don't want to have a crutch because once that crutch is taken away, you just fall. You have to learn to hold yourself up on your own. You have to learn to remind yourself. You have to learn to push yourself beyond means. So again, we want to stop with the yelling. All right, but I do like it occasionally because it does show you what you're capable of. It shows you, whoa, I had that in me. Even though it took a pit bull behind me to yell to make you go faster, it is what it is. Anyway, if you're here, check it in the comment section so that I know that you're here. I got Kieran and Declan Louth. How you guys doing? All right, and other things I wanted to talk about. We got extra days only for the Broomfield area for right now. So we're not just going Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but we're going Tuesday, Thursday as well. Don't forget that most programs just go 2 days a week. 1 day a week, probably. We give you 3 days a week, but it's not enough. Why isn't it enough? Because it's just not enough. I mean, I used to have 7 days a week skill practice, but then we had to lower it because human beings were being human beings. And I was like, seriously, we can't just get to work to get better. No, because people had to like try to win games. They had to like play around and experiment. They had to like get up shots. So we added all these extra things. But when we added all the extra things, we went Monday, Wednesday, Friday skill workout, Tuesday, Thursday team practices, Sunday was shooting, Saturday was open gym. People were like actively saying, I will not come every day. I refuse. And I was like, okay, then show up to whatever you want. And they were like, great. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday it is. And I was like, what? No, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That used to be 7 days a week. I lowered those so we could add the other things. You can't take away those. These are the only things that make you better. I wish we could just make you better 7 days a week, but you didn't allow me to. And they're like, but those things are hard. The other things are easier, and those things are hard. The other things will happen right now. All right. When you play open gym, you're having fun right now. When you're shooting, you can get better right now. When you're having team practice, you can get better. Your team can get better right now. All right. And a lot of people think that team ball is like the end all be all, including my former self. But you have to understand that just because we're adding Tuesday, Thursday, for here it'll be Tuesdays we'll be shooting and team practice together, and Thursday will be open gym and team practice together. Just because we add those two things doesn't mean that you skip the other things. I would rather you come just to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We make up for the other days by having you do some homework at home. All right. All that said, it's still going to be rough because parents don't want it to take you all that time. So we have to start some freaking carpools and things like that. So know that more days won't equal better things because some people will do this, some people will do that. And why we don't have it in the Centennial area right now is because when you add it too fast, people don't understand what Monday, Wednesday, Fridays really do for you until they experience getting better. So we're allowing you guys just to get better right now. And since there's a smaller group over there, if we take the 20 people that we have over there, as opposed to the 40 people that we have in the Broomfield side, and we take the 20 people that we have and we go 5 days a week, it would split those numbers down. So instead of having 14 people for a workout, you would have 6. Then all of a sudden, a couple of kids get sick or hurt, 2 show up. Then all of a sudden you're looking around saying, this sucks. And then you quit. So if it were just you and you can just go hard without being a human being, then yeah, we can just add every day of the week. But for right now, we have to do things wisely. We can't get stuck into this whole mess of a thing that I've seen happen so many times. So just trust me. We will add the other days in January for the Centennial group, and we'll see where it goes from there. We also talked about in our WhatsApp app, if you follow the WhatsApp app, hopefully you should, about our Taiwan trip. All right, we are going to Taiwan. I'm talking to teams. All right, we're trying to get JJ Griffin recruited for a professional team. getting him a tryout there, but we're also going to have some media presence. It'll be really, really an amazing, life-changing trip. I didn't know that people did stuff like this, but I did hear from a few people saying, yo, could we ever leave like the country? I'm like, what? I didn't grow up like that. But, you know, if you can semi-afford this thing, it could change your entire life. That'd be insane. I remember the first time that I left the country, I was going to Lithuania to play professional basketball. That was before I went to Taiwan to play basketball. And as I'm like landing in London's airport, because it's like a hub, I hit the ground and I said, whoa. I just hit the ground. I went, whoa. Everything I might know about life may be wrong. I just thought that. I was like, whoa, America is not the entire world. And what was I thinking? Like, there's other ways to think, there's other ways to live, there's other ways to be, and there's also other ways to play basketball. And to have that unique thread tying us together is like a neat thing to see as well. You would take it so much more seriously. You get to see my presence in Taiwan, which is really neat because like they think that I'm a superstar, which is very, very weird. All right, but so it'll be an amazing trip. We'll need to know if you want to be a part of it by November 1st, at least a verbal confirmation by November 1st. We'll get the entire team cemented, which ones we're going to have, and then we'll need financial commitments by December 1st. So that's our game plan. That's what we're doing. And let's move on to the quote of the day. The quote of the day is be prepared. All right. That's all that we do here is just prepare for your NBA career. All right. Weston, one of our leading guys in homework, asked, when am I going to get amazing? I've been doing this for 4 months. 4 months. Oh. If you need a date, 9 months. That's as long as it takes to make a baby. All right. So yeah, 9 months to get better. Sure. 9 months, then you'll start seeing it. All right, which is a long time. But if you want to be honest, it's gonna take forever. It's gonna take forever. And what I mean by that is, as you get better, you have higher expectations for yourself. So as you get better, you're also gonna get older. So the game will get harder. So unless you're willing to do this work forever and just making it a part of your life, it's gonna always be like, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. So it just has to just be who you are after a while. Like, I wake up, I eat, I breathe, and I hoop, and I improve, and blah, blah, blah. And that's just who you are and what you do. If you can make it a part of who you are, then nothing else really matters. You're always exceeding expectations. You're always meeting the best that you can be, and nothing else matters. If someone snubs you for an award, it doesn't matter. If the coach that doesn't play you, it doesn't even matter. You're like, okay, it is what it is. I tried my hardest, and if you can do that, you've done more than most people have done their entire lives. And you do that by preparing yourself. So, in everything you ask, say, was I prepared? That's all that should matter. Was I prepared? So today's 2-word quote of the day for this Monday is be prepared. The stuff that we're doing. We got homework. All right, is alley-oops. Throw alley-oops to yourself off the backboard, off the floor, and from the air. Throw one to your teammate. Have them throw one to you in the air, off the bounce, off the backboard, whatever. Just throw some alley-oops. All right, wall passes as well. Deflect to layup, zigzag sprint D, which is an amazing defensive drill for us to understand for games, so that we just turn players. Anchor layups and point blank layups. Today, what we're doing, it's a fun day, okay? It'll be a fun day, but it'll be a confusing day, especially a couple of these drills that I'm watching. No, 3 of them, man. 3 of them are going to be really, really tough. So really pay attention right now. All right, the divine drill, easy enough. It's planks and push-ups, okay? Planks and then push-ups. 15-second planks, 5 push-ups. 14-second planks, 5 push-ups. 13-second planks, 5 push-ups. Never touch your knees to the ground in between. And you go all the way down to 5-second planks, 5 push-ups, then you're done. All right, it's a very, very hard thing because it's an anaerobic exercise, so figure that thing out. 1-on-1 with personal rules. We got you can play 1-on-1 in groups of like 3 or whatever. Pass the ball up. If you make it, you keep it, whatever. Right? But the coach will tell you secretly, something that you have to do. All right, he can choose, you got 2 dribbles max, or you got 1 dribble max, or you got to go left. You got to shoot with your left hand. You got to go for a spin move or a fake spin. He'll tell you what you're doing to make you cliche, but also to make you like work on certain things. Like you have to shoot a 3 or take 1 dribble and go to the basket. That's like it's like your scouting report. He's like forcing you to do these things so you can work on your game. But defensively, you have to figure out what the coach told them. All right, that's the cool part about this drill. Figure out what they keep doing, because you can do that in the games. Most people have like 2-3 moves max, and they do the same things because those things are comfortable. So figure things out. That was how scouting reports were in college. All right, indirect Euro step. This is when someone tries to cut you off. You bounce the ball. You go over them with the hand and the opposite foot. Then you go back toward the rim. This is the famous Dwayne Wade play. We'll show you that in a bit. Then we got the Kyrie spin to J, which is extremely difficult. All right, we're going to try to do even better than Kyrie, okay? So he's jabbed, then he went between his legs with 2 more steps, spun, bounced the ball, looked the other way, went back that way, dribbled away, and shot the ball over Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. It was crazy, but you're going to watch it in a second. Hurdle layups as well, where we bounce the ball with our opposite foot down, pick the ball up with 2 hands, then we step over both hurdles. Then we score with the ball high. The reason that we do this is because we want the ball to be in both hands so we can pass the ball, shoot a floater, or go to the rim. And we remain having a triple, quadruple threat option as we're taking our steps. Most people, when they shoot, layups, they will go in, and as soon as they put 2 hands on the ball, it's after their 2 steps have been taken, and then they shoot it right away. Those people are really easy to block. But people like Luka Doncic, he'll go in there and he'll have 2 hands on the ball, or like Paul George is another great one. And they'll take their 2 steps with 2 hands on the ball, looking everywhere, so you don't even know what they're doing. All right, so that's why we do the hurdle layups. All right, last one is 180 side or fake handoff. We do not have a video for this one, but it's starting from the top, dribbling the ball, and we're gonna dribble at. I'll show you this one actually, because it's very, very complicated. All right, so we're gonna dribble at them. So we're gonna have a person right here, person right there, and this guy right here has the ball. All right, you're gonna dribble the ball in an offensive stance, and then you're gonna go dribble 1 step toward them. When you dribble 1 step toward them, your opposite foot crosses, and you bounce the ball. Right when you bounce the ball, that person can go back door. And you're going to take the second step. On the second step, you're going to pass them a backdoor pass. Easy, right? All right, but that's just one thing that can happen. You can also dribble them out, and this guy does a fake backdoor. And this will be our second one. That was backdoor. This will be a handoff. So now you still dribble the ball, and you step toward them, but now you take 2 dribbles toward them, and they will go fake backdoor and then come for a handoff. You toss them down. You toss them the handoff pass, and they will dribble the ball off this and shoot a jump shot. The last one is the same thing. You dribble up and down. You dribble toward them with 2 steps or 2 dribbles. They fake backdoor. They come for a handoff. But right here, you're gonna stutter step as you pretend to pass to them. Stutter step, and then you're gonna throw the ball ahead for a layup. It's going to be pretty complex, but we'll have coaches show you guys. But it's stutter step and then throw the ball ahead. I will get video for this today, all right, but so we'll have it for next time. But just know that that's the hardest one to iterate right now. But to see the video of the next ones, let's just watch them real quick. Right here. First one up. Divine drill. Easy peasy. Next one. 101 personal rules. Again, they were told what to do by their coach. Next one. Indirect Euro step. Make sure that you take your second step away from the rim, The first one's toward the rim, next one's toward the free throw line, then back toward the rim. That's how you go around your defender. Watch the next one. This is the crazy one right here. That's decent enough. Decent enough. All right, so that was a hard one. Hopefully, we can show you guys that in the practice as well. Last one, hurdle layups. Easy enough. That's what we're doing today. Make sure you guys understand all that stuff. Make sure you guys do all that stuff. And let's check the news. The news today. Which one is the news? I believe it's this one. Is this one the news? What is this? No. Yep, right there's the news. All right. Jaylen Brown. I wanted to talk about this because this shows like what everyone's like worth. It shows like what you think that you're worth to yourself. Jaylen Brown turned down $50 million. I can't even count to $50 million. To launch his own sneaker brand. That's because he wants to do things his way. But if you look at like the music industry, the entertainment industry, those people always take such a huge cut because they're like, you need me. And even like NBA players have so much money, they still need these industries because the industries will end up taking like 50% of their pay, or like more. It's like crazy, right? But this guy, he says he did it because he was bored, and says he just wants other people to maybe follow him in the future because if you start owning your own thing, that's amazing. Now I think he's a pretty great player. He's dribbling's a little suspect, etc. I don't think that they should have picked him for the USA team, but this guy's super smart. All right, he's so smart, and I think he's absolutely right here. All right, as a guy that works for himself, I get this. It's like, why would you want to just like put up with someone else like Nike or Adidas? I used to be sponsored by Nike. Disclaimer, but yeah, why would you want to put up with their contract, with what they're doing for you when you can look out for yourself? You take things into your own hands, and I would say that for you guys as well. All right, take things into your own hands, including like your development, your game, everything like that. You put things into your ballpark so that you are the impetus. You're not relying on like a coach, a trainer, or this or that. Hopefully this happens. No, you take care of your future. You take it into your own hands. And yeah, sure, you might fail because of that. And no one man's an island, and we do know that you do need help. But when it comes down to these entities, like even like college basketball or like these like Nikes and stuff like that, they go a little too far where they think that they own these guys just because they did them a favor. They were like, hey, we'll buy your first $200,000 worth of stuff and then we own you for life. That's a little too much. All right, it's like someone helping you move and then they're like, now you have to help me every day of my life, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, couldn't you just do a favor just to do a favor? I mean, so yeah, I love what he's doing right here. It's so interesting. It's very, very neat. And yeah, congratulations, whether he fails or succeeds. Who cares about that $50 million? Money's fake. All right, moving on. A reaction. They traded Cat to the New York Knickerbockers for whatever that guy's name is. What's that guy's name? Dante DiFrancesco and Julius Randle. All right. Well, this is such an interesting trade because this one trade made both teams worse. Cat is not dependable to that. Now, if they go ahead and like win the whole thing, and the Knicks are the next champions, I guess I'll say my bad. But no, Cat is not that guy. Julius Randle he looks like he was made from the streets of New York. Like they took New York and they put it together and made a human being. That is Julius Randle. All right, and then of course the other guy, whatever is it, Dante over there. He went to school with those fellas. They had a little nice connection and stuff like that. bringing Cat in and getting rid of those two, that's not going to prove good, especially when Cat is so soft. I understand that they had to trade Cat because maybe he was just too soft for a championship. I don't know, but Cat worked for that team. I don't know where this trade is going, so that's my reaction. Just wanted to officially get it on the ballot up there. So yeah, that's just what I think. This next one is a Magic Johnson one. So watch this thing.
My freshman year, we win the Big Ten, go all the way to the Final Eight. Kentucky beat us. Kansas City had the #1 pick, so they called me and said, hey, we want to draft you #1.
That's the Kansas City Kings,
Yeah,
right?
they were Kansas City Kings. So I flew down, met with Joel Atkinson, the general manager, and he said, hey, I'm going to give you a 6-year deal, $200,000 a year. I've been broke my whole life.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, man, this is great. So I jumped up, said, oh, I think that's good. My father grabbed me. He said, hold on, we'll be right back. Drug me outside. He said, you've been broke for 18 years. You can be broke one more year.
Yeah.
I said, yes, sir.
So you can be broke one more year is what he said. You can be broke
My freshman
one more
year.
year. All right. That's what I'm talking about the instant gratification thing. He got offered $200,000 and for 6 years or something like that, and for the Kansas City Kings, who ended up switching to the Sacramento Kings, I think. And his dad was smart enough to know. Listen, his dad was a trash man. All right, his dad was a trash man. His dad said, "Say no to this, son. We can wait another year." And that's what they did. Ended up being first pick for the Lakers. Got $1 million, and then became the face of the league and all this other stuff. The rest is history. All right. Knowing that you shouldn't cash out your chips that early is a very, very advantageous thing, and that's what I was talking about the West, about the Weston thing. He asked, how long will it take? The longer you wait, the stronger you'll be. If you're like, I got 4 months of hard work in me, and that's all that I got, well, then there you go. You're not going to be that good. But if you're like, I'm willing to do this forever, or I can wait to be better. I don't need to win this game this weekend. I can wait to be better. I don't need to do well today. I can wait to do well in the future. You're going to rule the day, because so many people can't do that in life. Everyone has to have an instant gratification need they need that dopamine in them. That's why they watch those TikTok videos. That's why they watch those things. And that's why they need those trophies so bad. Oh my God. If you ask a kid, a 4th grade kid, yo, would you rather have a trophy right now, or would you rather wait and never get a trophy and make the NBA? Their honest answer would be just give me the trophy now. I promise you. You think, oh, that's a little bit of an exaggeration, John. It is not. It is not. All right? Trust me. People love the money up front. People love the little bit right now. Why? Because the future isn't guaranteed. And I get that. He could have got hurt that year. Whatever, right? But it's like you're betting on yourself. All right, and I get it, but the reward only gets larger and larger and larger, so you might as well go for it. Speaking of going for it, let's check the trivia question today. Trivia question today is, this player was an all-star his first 2 seasons and won Defensive Player of the Year in just his 2nd season. Who is this player? Who's this guy? Or gal, never know. All right, this player was an all-star his first 2 seasons. His first 2, as a rookie, he was an all-star. He was in the all-star game. 2nd year, all-star game. Also 2nd year, defensive player of the freaking year. All right, who is this person? All right, that's a heck of a resume just for the first 2 years. All right, it could be a modern person, it could be an old person, it could be your mom. I don't know who this person is. Do you guys know who it is? First one to put in the comment section wins for this day. We got Austin and Kieran with the tie. 4-4. Ronnie's up there, Romelo's up there, Teo's up there as well. Whoever has the most by the end of the month wins the $50 coin. You guys have until the end of the show to answer the question. Good luck to everyone out there. Good luck. All right. Anyways, moving on to our story of the day. Watch it.
Everyone has their own shot, and practicing any shot enough will lead to a higher percentage. But if you perfect your shooting form and then practice with correct form a great deal, you'll improve your shot at a faster rate, you'll be far more consistent over time, and you'll need to practice your shot a lot less to remain sharp.
All right, so that one is a very interesting one because we all shoot differently. I have a weird shot. It happens, right? But there is a perfect shot out there. All right, believe it or not. All right, and it's what's ergonomically correct with your body, which everyone's bodies is different, but also what physically works in the land of physics for the basketball to go in the basket. So if you have an odd shot, if you're like dipping the ball and things like that, and know that Steph Curry's shot is a little bit oddball compared to the perfect Klay Thompson shot. All right, but Steph Curry is still the better shooter. I'm not saying that you won't be. All right, but if you don't have a perfect shot, you have to practice more. All right, a lot more. And if you don't have a perfect shot, you will have ups and downs a lot more. If you have the closer that your shot is to perfect, the less that you have to practice and the more consistent your shot will be. So don't fret in perfecting your shot. And you should probably do this from a young age, even though it's a harder shot to shoot. That's why we recommend smaller balls, lower baskets for really, really young kids. That's how it is. So it's a very, very strange thing. You can have a different shot, but if you want to stay with your different shot, you just know you're going to have to practice 3 to 5 times harder than everyone else. Shoot that many more shots. And it's a tough thing. It's a tough thing. Who's posted homework today? All right, we got, you are what you do. You are, wait, what is it? JJ Griffin posted push-ups. That was, Amy would be Josh. Josh posted right there. All right, that was from 2 days ago. If you posted today or posted yesterday, you're good to go. All right, posted today or yesterday, you are good to go because you are what you do, not what you say you'll do. All right, you can say that you want to do stuff. I just challenged one of our former players to post homework. He says, I'm in this prep school right now on the East Coast, away from his parents, and he says he wakes up every morning at like 5:30 to shoot and do all this other stuff, and he's with some guys who are gonna go to the pros, and it's the hardest thing of his life. And I was like, well, you never did the morning workouts for us. He's like, I never knew that you had them. His mom didn't tell him. All right, but I was like, well, why don't you post the homework now? Why don't you post what you're doing right now? And I'll send it to all my friends who are D1 coaches. And he's like, why? I was like, because I said that I will. That's it. You don't have to. So he goes, oh, okay, I will. So he says he wants to post some homework. We're gonna see if he actually does it. But no, it's a hard thing to. It's one thing to say that you're doing all this hard work. It's another thing to actually do it. Now let's check out our debate. Is it? No. Oh, it's how we post homework. All right. Just understand, to post this homework, go to the site, really read through all the instructions, please. All right, you have to download the YouTube app. Some people don't do that. All right, but you have to click on one of these playlists. Click on playlist 1. That one's still open. All right, then set it to public. That's huge. Set the audience video as not made for kids. Lastly, go to the video. Click add to playlist. All right, go to the actual video. But be sure the restrictions aren't on YouTube, and occasionally you might need to restart the app to take effect. We've learned that. That means close the app completely, open it back up, and it should be good to go. All right, so that's why you should always check to see on this homework page to see if your homework is actually there. All right, is your homework actually there? So when I refresh this, whose homework is actually there? Kieran's right there. All right, and you even get to see extra drills like the one that I couldn't do. This is the 180 side handle, so you can see that drill right here. All right, now to finish up, we got our debate of the day.
Right here.
It's this
somehow
kid.
12 years old. Yes.
This kid is 12 years old. He's this big, and you know what I'm gonna say already, because look at him. Yes, dominant, doing so well. He's awesome. He's great. Why is he playing in his grade level? And I'm sure I did the same thing, but I didn't have a chance. I didn't have a choice. I didn't have someone on YouTube telling me not to. But he's way too big, dude. How are you going to get better? But he does feel good. I'm sure you can get this kid to maybe shoot 500 shots a day. Maybe, unless it depends on what type of kid he is, right? Depends on what type of kid he is. And I just don't know. So if he needs that much like confidence building, he may not be going that far. I say if he uses this, also plays up, that might be the best thing, so you can do both. But man, I tell everybody, life is like Zombieland, where if there's cars out there to be had, the only car that I don't want a fast car, I don't want a big car, I want the car with the most gas. All right, whatever gives this kid the gas to keep going and to put his foot on the pedal, I'll take. If this is what it takes, I suppose, but it would be better if he could play in harder games and maintain the same energy. But you never know. The harder games might actually hurt this kid. He might feel like, I suck. I think I play against older people, maybe. But if you can handle harder games and you can keep working your butt off, do those two things, then the sky's truly the limit. But yeah, I do not like him playing against his own age. He's way too big, man. Anyways, don't forget that the quote of the day, guys. Quote of the day is be prepared. I'll see everybody tonight, so be prepared. All right. Anyways, great job this weekend. Great job in the future. If you have any questions, let me know. And that's all I got. Reese's Pieces, guys. Those were not the answers. If you guys are wondering, those were not the answers. We'll ask this one next week. But hey, rest in peace to Dikembe Mutombo. No. See you guys later.